So the first question, I want to identify the corresponding side. So the side corresponding to VW is DE. Yes. And the side along here then corresponds to, so VU corresponds to DC. So if we're going to write our proportion, it's going to be DE over VW is equal to DE VW. Okay. And is equal to DC over VU. And when we sub in, we get 36 over 12 is equal to, and we put the first, the larger triangle measure on top, so we have to put the larger measure on top over here, and that's the unknown, so I can put in x over 9. Cross multiply, so we get 12x is equal to 36 times 9. We can just divide both sides by 12. So on your calculator, it's 36 times 9 divided by 12. And you get 27. So x equals 27. Now for this one, the corresponding sides, if I go to my, this side, FE will correspond to FR. And FQ is equal to, or it corresponds to FD. So if we write our proportion then, it'll be FE over FR is equal to FD over FQ. Sub in, so FE is 42 over 12 is equal to, FD is our unknown, so we can put that as x over 20. We cross multiply, so this will be 12 times x, or 12x, is equal to 42 times 20. Divide both sides by 12. So x is equal to 42 times 20 divided by 12. And we get 70. So x is 70. So side FD then is 70 units long. In here, we could separate this into two triangles if we want. I'm going to draw this more or less. So if we say, oops. All right, so if we sub in here now, the values were given. So if this is our smaller triangle, this is 12, this is 13, this is 52, and this is our unknown. Right? So if you draw the two triangles, sometimes that helps you picture the corresponding sides a little bit more easily. So 13 corresponds to 52, so we can write 52 over 13 is equal to, since we put the larger triangle value on top of our ratio, we're going to write x is equal to, or sorry, x over 12 to complete our proportion. Cross multiply. This is going to be 13x is equal to 52 times 12. Divide both sides by 13. Okay, and x is equal to 48 when you do that. Okay, any questions on that? Okay, if you do this question the same way, the corresponding sides are going to be this side and this side. So LM corresponds to LD, and if we LN are unknown, then corresponds to this side LE, and we just sub in to the proportion. So this will be to do our proportion. So it'll be 88 over 40 is equal to x over 45. So cross multiply, that'll be 40x is equal to 88 times 45. So divide both sides by 40. You get x is equal to, I believe it's 99. Same idea, except it's just we got a word problem here now, and we got two similar triangles, and these two sides, so along the ground, are going to be corresponding sides. Okay? The height of the statue and the height of the person are also corresponding sides. I'm actually going to use... and so the x corresponds to the 1.8. So we can write our proportion now. So x over 1.8 is equal to 4 over 2.4. We're going to cross multiply. That'll be 2.4x is equal to 1.8 times 4. Divide both sides by 2.4. And we get x is equal to 1.8 times 4, and then divided by 2.4. So that equals 3. And the units here are meters. So therefore, the statue is 4 meters tall. Sorry, 3 meters tall. Okay. All right, so what we're going to do is draw a couple triangles here to represent how the shadows form. So this is the shadows formed by the sun's rays. So here's our two similar triangles. Doesn't have to be in the same triangle. You can draw them separately. All right. So here's our two similar triangles, and And I'll use, so here is the tree, and that's what we're trying to find is the, well actually we're told that the tree is 24 feet tall. So we can label that on there. And we know that Brad is 6 feet tall. So the 24 feet is the height of the tree. And Brad is 6 feet tall. Okay. Now we're told that the tree casts a shadow that is 12 feet long. And we want to know how long Brad's shadow is. So if we write this as similar as corresponding sides, the 24 corresponds to the 6, and the 12 corresponds to, and if I put down S for shadow, this is the S. We're going to cross multiply, so 24S is equal to 6 times 12.
64.
Divide both sides by 24.
83.
We get S is equal to 3. And that's feet. So therefore Brad's shadow is 3 feet long.